Twitch streamer Kingsman was removed from a $40,000 Marvel Rivals tournament, and the way it happened is genuinely unbelievable.
He wasn't cheating. He wasn't throwing. He wasn't breaking rules. He was trying to win.
And somehow, that made him the villain. This entire situation is wild, especially when you realize it involves a college student who needed the prize money for tuition. Instead of support, he was mocked, talked down to, and ultimately kicked off his team, all because he took the competition seriously. Meanwhile, the streamers responsible somehow tried to flip the narrative and paint themselves as victims once accountability showed up.
Yeah. No.
That's not how this works, so let's break down exactly what happened. This was a Marvel Rivals Creator Cup, featuring 48 content creators competing for a $40,000 prize pool, split among the winning team. That's real money. It might not be life-changing for established streamers, but it's absolutely meaningful, especially for someone who isn't financially comfortable. That's where Kingsman enters the picture. He's not just some random player. He's extremely skilled, ranked number 1 on PC while using a controller, which is insane on its own. From the very beginning, he made one thing clear: he wanted to compete seriously. As a college student buried under tuition costs, his share of the prize money could actually make a difference in his education.
Completely reasonable, right?
If you join a tournament with money on the line, the expectation is that people will try to win. Apparently, that was too much to ask. Kingsman was placed on a team captained by Cece, alongside Zazek and a few others. During practice scrims, a glaring issue quickly became impossible to ignore. Zazek insisted on playing Black Widow, and for anyone familiar with Marvel Rivals, that's a huge problem. Black Widow is widely considered one of the weakest characters in the game. She demands near-perfect aim just to be mediocre, and even then, you're almost always better off picking literally anyone else. Now imagine this scenario. Kingsman is dropping 18 eliminations with only 2 deaths, completely carrying the team. Meanwhile, their Black Widow has 0 kills and 5 deaths. 0 and 5. In a competitive environment. With $40,000 on the line.
And to make it worse,
Zazek was playing on 200 ping. That means she was using a precision-based sniper character while dealing with heavy lag, a combination that makes effective gameplay nearly impossible. So Kingsman does what any reasonable teammate would do. He suggests switching characters. He explains that Black Widow will get instantly targeted and eliminated. He even offers to swap to a support role so the team can try different compositions. At this point, he's doing everything he can to help the team perform better.
And how do his teammates respond?
They tell him to shut the hell up. Cece and the others start mocking him, accusing him of being toxic, claiming he's killing the vibes, and acting like he's the problem, simply for wanting to win a tournament they voluntarily signed up for.
Let's pause there.
They joined a $40,000 tournament. Someone tried to win. And that person got labeled toxic for it. The entitlement is unbelievable.
But it gets much worse.
Kingsman wasn't just dealing with teammates who didn't care. He was dealing with people actively trying to ruin his reputation and get him removed from the event. Cece went to the tournament organizer and complained that Kingsman was being disrespectful and toxic.
Her evidence?
He kept asking Zazek to switch characters. That was the crime. At the same time, she was openly trashing him online and in Discord. She said he had no social skills because he'd spent 20 years playing video games indoors, which is rich, considering she literally streams video games for a living. She repeatedly called him a loser. When people questioned why they kicked their best player, Cece even bragged about having better players and better vibes now. And then there was the most disgusting moment of all. Another teammate openly mocked Kingsman for needing the prize money to pay for college. Financially comfortable streamers laughing at someone who needed help covering tuition.
Let that sink in.
As if that wasn't enough, Zazek's boyfriend, Kaplunk, decided to step in and write an entire Google document exposing Kingsman's supposed toxic behavior. The internet did what the internet does best. It absolutely destroyed him. The document was so blatantly biased and one-sided that it backfired instantly. Kaplunk got clowned so hard he locked down his account and disappeared. Later he issued an apology, admitting he overstepped, cherry-picked clips, and actively worked to get Kingsman kicked, something he never should have done. But by then, the damage was already done. Kingsman was officially removed from the tournament. The number 1 ranked player. The guy hard-carrying every scrim. The one person who actually wanted to compete.
Gone for caring.
So how did Cece's team perform after removing their problem? They finished with 1 win and 8 losses, nearly dead last in the entire tournament. And here's the kicker. Everything Kingsman predicted came true. He said competitive teams would run triple support comps.
They did.
He said Zazik would get instantly dived and eliminated.
She did.
He said their strategy wouldn't work.
It didn't.
The teams that took the competition seriously ran the exact setups Kingsman suggested, and they dominated. But the drama didn't end there. Cece later released a video and several statements, claiming she was having a panic attack when she insulted Kingsman. She blamed poor social skills. She tried shifting responsibility to the tournament organizer, saying the decision to kick Kingsman wasn't hers, even though she approved it. The internet wasn't buying it. Community notes appeared pointing out that she continued bullying Kingsman even after the initial fallout. People also highlighted her history of attacking other players. When she claimed she was facing misogynistic and racist comments, community notes revealed she had received only 2 comments before locking replies, neither of which were hateful. She played the victim card before the backlash even began. Meanwhile, Kaplunk's apology directly contradicted her story. He admitted he went behind Zazik's back and took responsibility for getting Kingsman kicked, proving it wasn't some neutral organizer decision after all. The stories didn't line up. The apologies felt like damage control, not accountability.
But here's the best part.
The gaming community rallied behind Kingsman in a huge way. His stream exploded overnight. When he went live, he pulled in over $3,000 in donations and subscriptions within minutes. People weren't just supporting him, they were making a statement. They respected how he handled everything and wanted to help cover his college tuition. He also uploaded a video explaining the situation on YouTube, which racked up nearly 1 million views, bringing in even more income to support his education. On the other hand, Cece's damage control efforts completely collapsed. Her apology video gained millions of views, but the like-to-dislike ratio was brutal, and the comments were flooded with criticism. Even mainstream sports accounts jumped in. The official Atlanta Hawks TikTok page posted about the situation. This went far beyond Marvel rivals. It became a larger conversation about toxic behavior in competitive gaming, especially among entitled content creators who believe competition should revolve around their feelings and content rather than actual integrity.
They want appearance fees. They want easy content.
They want praise, even while sabotaging their own teams. And when someone dares to care about winning, they get labeled toxic, excluded, and publicly attacked.
It's backwards. It's manipulative.
And it genuinely harms people like Kingsman, who had real stakes involved.
So the takeaway is simple. If you enter a competitive event, compete. If you join a team, act like a teammate.
And if someone offers constructive feedback meant to help everyone succeed, maybe don't immediately attack their character and work behind the scenes to get them removed. In this case, karma worked exactly the way it should. Toxic behavior got exposed. Entitlement faced consequences. And the person who just wanted to compete honestly got the support he deserved. But what do you think? Was Kingsman right, or should he have just accepted the vibes?
Drop your thoughts in the comments.
I'll see you in the next video.
Peace. Victory hand.